So we will continue from where we left.
Mhm.
In our previous class, we discussed about two different energies of Krishna. Do you remember the names?
Oh, one was external and one was internal,
Oh, very
but I
easy,
don't
right?
remember the Sanskrit names.
Yeah, it's okay. So internal potency is Radharani, who gives pleasure to Krishna and who enthuse devotees so that devotees may serve Krishna more nicely. And the work of external potency of Krishna is just opposite. She bewilders living entities in this material world.
Mm.
So, yeah, okay. Now, do you remember where we left? You need to continue from there.
Yes. Yes, okay. Nothing could be manifested without being controlled. It is childish not to consider the controller. For instance, a child may think that an automobile is quite wonderful to be able to run without a horse or other animal pulling it. But a sane man knows the nature of the automobile's engineering arrangement. He always knows that behind the machinery there is a man, a driver. Similarly, the Supreme Lord is the driver under whose direction everything is working. Now, the jīvas, or the living entities, have been accepted by the Lord, as we will note in the latter chapters, as his parts and parcels. A particle of gold is also gold. A drop of water from the ocean is also salty. And similarly, we, the living entities, being part and parcel of the Supreme Controller, Ishvara, or Bhagavan, Lord Sri Krishna, have all the qualities of the Supreme Lord in minute quantity because we are minute Ishvaras, subordinate Ishvaras. We are trying to control nature, as presently we are trying to control space or planets, and this tendency to control is there because it is in Kṛṣṇa. But although we have a tendency to lord it over material nature, we should know that we are not the supreme controller. This is explained in Bhagavad-gītā.
Yes. So we discussed about this, that qualitatively we are similar to Krishna, but quantitatively we are small. So because Krishna is the supreme controller, so we also have tendency of this Ishvara bhav of controlling things. Isn't it? You can see parents are trying to control children, their children. Husband is trying to control wife. And similarly, everyone is trying to control things, but they are not the supreme controller. So, assuming ourselves as supreme controller means forgetfulness of God and trying to control everything on our hand. But this is never possible. You will see all our plans, whatever we decide, whatever planning we do, it's not necessary that our planning may get fulfilled every time. In fact, you will observe most of the time plans always fail. So this is the very reason person he is trying to lord over things. He's trying to become a controller, and when he's trying to become controller independently from lord, then some way or other he's trying to become a supreme controller, although he might not be thinking that, oh, I am supreme. But if we are trying to control things independently from Krishna, we are not surrendering to Krishna and we are independently trying to control things, manage things by our own, then that is the tendency of assuming ourselves that, oh, I can do anything, I can do everything. But this is not true. So this is what Prabhupada is saying, that we should know. We should always remember that we are not the supreme controller. So supreme controller here means that things will not go as per our plans. Ultimately, whatever God has planned for us, that will happen. But that doesn't mean that we do not work, we do not do our karma. This is also important. Krishna will explain this same point, that I'm not asking you to not do your karma. I'm just asking you to surrender unto me and not trying to become controller or lord over things. So, yes. Okay, move forward now.
What is material nature? This is also explained in the Gita as inferior prakṛti, inferior nature. The living entity is explained as the superior prakṛti. Prakṛti is always under control.
Prakriti.
Oh, prakṛti. Prakrti is female, and she is controlled by the Lord, just as the activities of a wife are controlled by the husband.
So Prakriti means Maya Devi. Simple. Sattvic movement people also say this, Mother Nature, Mother Nature. So that Mother Nature is Maya Devi. Simple. External potency of Kṛṣṇa. Yes.
Say again, please.
Prakriti. So it's, please understand, there is a dot under R. So it's Ri. R-I. So it's Prakriti. Prakriti.
Thank you. Prakriti.
Yes.
Is always subordinate, predominated by the Lord, who is the predominator. The living entities and material nature are both predominated, controlled by the superior Lord. According to the Gita, the living entities, although parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, are to be considered prakṛti. This is clearly mentioned in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā. Apariyam itas one.
Let me say. Apreyam itastav anyam prakritim vidhi me param. Jiva bhutam.
This material nature is my inferior prakrti, but beyond this is another prakrti, jiva bhutam, the living entities.
Now, another interesting point is being told here, that living entities are also prakriti. Means, see, we discussed yesterday there are two energies of Krishna, and another energy, one more energy is there, that is living entities. We are also energies of Krishna, fragmental parts. So yes, Krishna will tell this in chapter 7 in detail in Bhagavad-gītā. Okay, and see, it is being told that Mother Nature has given us this body and we need to, return this body to her. But it's not true. It's Krishna who has given us this body. And Mother Nature is not independent. She's not independently working. She is dependent on Krishna. So you should understand that she is a manifested energy of Radharani only. So Radharani, she manifested this energy for this material world. And this material energy can never exist in spiritual world, because she is meant to be here in this material world and manage work of this world.
Mhm.
So yes, this is what it is.
Material nature itself is constituted by three qualities: the mode of goodness, which is sattva, the mode of passion, which is rajas, and the mode of ignorance, which is tamas. Above these modes, there is eternal time, and by a combination of these modes of nature, and under the control and purview of eternal time, there are activities which are called karma. These activities are being carried out from time immemorial, and we are suffering or enjoying the fruits of our activities. For instance, suppose I am a businessman and have worked very hard with intelligence and have amassed a great bank balance. Then I am an enjoyer. But then say I have lost all the money in business. Then I am a sufferer.
Mhm.
Similarly, in every field of life, we enjoy the results of our work or we suffer the results. This is called karma.
So, in Krishna consciousness, it is asked to work not for the gain, neither for gain nor for loss. You work for Krishna. Because, see, please understand, if any person, if he's working hard, people, they do charity, they give donation, because they think that if I will do charity or donation in this life, then I will be a rich person in next life.
Mm.
This happens. But if any person, if he is doing such activities, so for enjoying his whatever he did, for enjoying his activities, the fruits of his activities, then he has to take another birth. But this is not intelligence. Intelligence is to get out of this cycle of birth and death. So any person who is doing charity, donation, and thinking, oh, I'm doing a very nice work, I will then enjoy the fruits of my activities in my next life. So this is foolishness, because he's thinking of taking another birth. But intelligence
Mm.
is, serve, you do your activities for Krishna and you go back to Krishna, and do not
Mm.
take birth again in this material world.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Continue.
Okay. Ishvara, the Supreme Lord, Jiva, the living entity, Prakrti, nature, Kala, eternal time, and Karma, activity, are all explained in the Bhagavad-gītā. Out of these five, the Lord, the living entities, material nature, and time are eternal. The manifestation of Prakrti may be temporary, but it is not false. Some philosophers say that the manifestation of material nature is false, but according to the philosophy of Bhagavad-gītā, or according to the philosophy of the Vaishnavas, this is not so. The manifestation of the world is not accepted as false. It is accepted as real, but temporary. It is likened unto a cloud which moves across the sky, or the coming of the rainy season, which nourishes grain. As soon as the rainy season is over, and as soon as the cloud goes away, all the crops which were nourished by the rain dry up. Similarly, this material manifestation takes place at a certain interval, stays for a while, and then disappears. Such are the workings of prakṛti. But this cycle is working eternally. Therefore, prakṛti is eternal. It is not false.
Yes. So
Then
please
we'll,
understand this point now. Prakriti means material, basically material potency of Kṛṣṇa, external potency. She is eternal. But this world, this material world is not eternal. But it's not like that it's false. It's myth. People think, many philosophers, they have their philosophy that you won't believe. There was one girl, she was also trying to preach me this, that we are not living this world. We are assuming that we are here in this world. You are assuming that you are talking to me, just like we assume things in our dreams. So same way we are dreaming. We are not here. We are just thinking that we are eating or we are working. So this world is false. It's myth. Nothing is real. But it's not true. In scriptures also it's written that material nature is illusion. But that means that it does not exist for always. It is temporary. It exists, it do exist, it's real, but it's not for always. It's temporary, it's not permanent.
Some of these people you're talking to sound like they could end up in a psychiatric hospital. It's like so much delusion. That would
Yeah.
make me crazy if I thought, oh, this is all just a dream.
True. So because people, because they are inclined towards such philosophy, so Krishna only give them such intelligence that okay, you do not want to understand me, you do not want to hear my instruction, then okay, you just stay bewildered in your philosophies. So see, Krishna is sanctioning, he's simply sanctioning our desires. You desired to read Bhagavad-gītā that day. So Krishna sanctioned your desire. And right now you're here and understanding Bhagavad-gītā, reading Bhagavad-gītā with me. So Krishna is simply sanctioning everyone's desires.
Wow.
So no one can blame that, oh, God is the controller and he's controlling me his way. He is trying to, bewilder me or this or that. No, he is simply sanctioning our desires. We see, it's written, we just read that we are Ishvara. So we have this small independency to desire. Only this much independency we have. We are independent to desire. We are independent that whether we wish to surrender to God or not. So we are only independent to desire. That's it. And God is simply sanctioning our desires. So, yes. And yeah, these are the 5 topics that we'll read in Bhagavad Gita. Plus, this cycle of manifestation of this material world, then again destruction, then manifestation, then destruction. This is working eternally. This material world is not eternal, but this process of manifestation and destruction, creation, destruction is eternal. It's working eternally. So therefore, Prakriti is eternal. It is not false. And this creation, this world is not real, means it's temporary. It's not permanent. It's not eternal. This is what it means. You can yourself see, just become observe and look around your surroundings. Everything that you possess, it will not gonna stay with you forever.
So true.
we cannot have this material body only for always, then what to say of other things? So thus, this world is material and it's temporary. Okay, please read ahead now. The Lord refers.
The Lord refers to this as my prakṛti. This material nature is the separated energy of the Supreme Lord. And similarly, the living entities are also the energy of the Supreme Lord, although they are not separated, but eternally related.
Now, what does separated energy means? Separate energy means external energy of Krishna cannot touch Krishna. Illusory energy of Krishna can never illusion Krishna. Krishna can never get bewildered. That's why separated energy. And we are not separated, we are related to Krishna because we are his fragmental part. And that's why we are qualitatively similar to him. Just like Prabhupada gave example of gold, ocean, the drop of ocean is also salty. So similarly, we are also energy of Krishna, but we are not separated, we are related. But external potency is separated. And she can never bewilder Krishna. So, this is very much important for people to understand the definition of God. God can never get bewildered, or, God can never become anxious or angry or tensed or diseased, or he cannot have old age. So, because people do not understand the definition of God, that's why they wish to become God. So, it's important to hear from scriptures who is God, basically the definition of God.
It's so different than what I grew up with because, the Abrahamic God in those scriptures is often talking about a very angry and jealous God.
No, God can never be angry or can never be jealous because he is God. Suppose, just think of it. If Supreme Lord is someone who is very angry or jealous, then, we would have just finished. Because Lord is someone who is all potent and he can do anything. And if he'll be angry, if he'll be jealous, then he can misuse his potency, isn't it? So
Yes.
Lord cannot be of this nature, It's
Yes.
very dangerous. And
Yes,
no one
good.
would like to surrender to such God. Would you like to surrender to a husband who is very angry and jealous of you? Never.
No
You would
way.
you would like to stay away from him, isn't it? So,
All of this is good news to me.
God is very loving. And this is
Yes.
the purpose of this life, to get his love. So, yeah. See how important it is to hear about him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, move forward now.
So the Lord, the living entity, material nature, and time are all interrelated and are all eternal. However, the other term, karma, is not eternal. The effects of karma may be very old indeed. We are suffering or enjoying the results of our activities from time immemorial, but we can change the results of our karma or our activity, and this change depends on the perfection of our knowledge. We are engaged in various activities. Undoubtedly, we do not know what sort of activities we should adopt to gain relief from the actions and reactions of all these activities, but this is also explained in the Bhagavad-gītā.
Now, this is very beautiful point. That karma is not eternal. Now, what does that mean? See, we are in this material world from eternal time, but
Mm,
we will not be there in this material world for eternal time. And it completely depends on our choice.
mm,
Whether we wish to end this project of, material world and go back to Krishna. So, because of our karmas which we have been doing independently from Krishna is the reason of us. We are, you know, we are bind in this material world.
mm,
So, karma we have been doing, see, it's mentioned, Prabhupada has mentioned that we have been enjoying or suffering the results of our activities from time immemorial. So, time immemorial means which has no beginning. See, English language has limitations. Prabhupada has already told us. So, now definition of time immemorial means that old time, like very old time. But no, it's not true. In Hindi, it's called anadi. Anadi means which has no beginning. So, we have been doing our karma from anadi time. Anadi means which has no beginning, but it's not. Uh, it will not be there for eternal time. It have been for eternal time, but it will not be there for eternal time. As soon as we surrender to Krishna and we turn our karmas, we dovetail our activities towards Krishna, then all this bondage vanishes in seconds. So now we are getting this formula from here that we should try to dovetail all our activities towards Krishna,
mm,
and that will give the result that we will get free from this material world.
mm.
So I hope this point is clear that karma,
Yes, beautiful.
karma, it like we have been into these activities from eternal time, but we will not be into these activities for eternal time as soon as one starts serving Krishna.
Mm, beautiful.
Yes, it's very important.
I want to be free from my bad karma.
Yes. So do karma for Krishna. We don't
Mm,
have to entangle ourselves in this is bad karma, this is good karma. No. You do karma for Krishna, and
mm,
every of your karmas will be good. That would be transcendental, actually. Spiritual
mm,
karmas.
mhm. Oh, wonderful.
Okay, move ahead.
The position of Ishvara, the Supreme Lord, is that of supreme consciousness. The jīvas, or the living entities, being parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, are also conscious. Both the living entity and material nature are explained as prakṛti, the energy of the Supreme Lord, but one of the two, the jiva, is conscious. The other prakṛti is not conscious. That is the difference. Therefore, the prakṛti is called superior because the jiva has consciousness, which is similar to the Lord's. The Lord's is supreme consciousness. However, and one should not claim that the jiva, the living entity, is also supremely conscious. The living being cannot be supremely conscious at any stage of his perfection, and the theory that he can be so is a misleading theory. Conscious he may be, but he is not perfectly or supremely conscious.
Yes. So I have a question for you. Can God die?
No.
Yes. So as we
Yes.
are, what?
You said yes. Okay, I'm listening.
I said you're right.
Oh, you said I'm sorry. It froze.
I said yes, you're right.
Oh, I thought, oh, when you said yes, I thought you meant yes, God can die. I was like,
No,
oh no.
you said no. You said
Oh.
no. You said no, then I say yes, you're right. So same way, we are part and parcels of Lord. So can we
Mm.
die?
Not our souls, only our bodies. But our eternal souls, which is really us, cannot die.
Yes. So we cannot die. Hence, proved. You have proved
Mm.
no one can die.
Mm.
Because we are part and parcels of Krishna and we are not separated from him. We are related to him. Just like
Mm.
gold and the particle of gold.
Mm.
Just like ocean and a drop of ocean. Can a drop of ocean be sweet?
No.
So, same way, we are qualitatively similar to Krishna, and Krishna is eternal, so we are also eternal. So,
Mm.
there should not be any confusion about this. No one is dying. We should be chill. Oh, no one is dying.
Mm.
They are just changing their bodies. That's nothing to lament. And you won't believe Arjuna will lament. In very first chapter, he will cry. And then Krishna will tell
Mm.
him in second chapter about why you are crying, you are eternal, this, that. So yes, wait for it. In first chapter, Arjuna will start
Mm.
crying. He'll be depressed. He'll say, "Oh Krishna, I can't fight. My bow is I can't hold my bow. I am sweating. My throat is dry. This, that." He will say all these things. So,
Imagine being with Krishna and still complaining and crying. I can't
hmm.
imagine.
So that's we need to hear from Krishna or from the representatives of Krishna to get out of this illusion. Because Maya
Mm.
Devi is bewildering everyone. No one is saved, no one is secure, whether he's a doctor,
Mm.
if he's a prime minister, or an actress, or whatever.
Mm.
Everyone is bewildered about their positions, their identities.
Mm.
So we are equally bewildered. No one is superior or inferior about this. So, yes. Okay, what else? So we are not supremely conscious. We are
Mm.
conscious because we are parts of Krishna. But supreme consciousness is Krishna. He's supremely
Mm.
conscious. My spiritual master, His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj, he says, Krishna is more real than you. What does that
Mm.
mean? He's supreme conscious. He's supremely conscious. He's very sensitive. Okay.
Mm.
You will see, we sometimes become absent minded. Sometimes even if we are hearing something, but we become absent minded, that knowledge goes, it just bounce back. Sometimes we become absent minded if someone is speaking something to us. We don't, we are thinking something else. But Krishna is not like this. Whenever you are
Mm.
calling him, whenever you are chanting his names, he immediately become, uh what to say, become attentive that, oh, he's calling my name.
Mm.
Prabhupada tells like this, that
Mm.
Srimati Radharani, when any person he chants Hare Krishna, then Srimati Radharani is like, oh Krishna, see, he's chanting your name. No one is chanting our names, and just look at him. He's your real devotee. He is more
Mm.
pure even than me. Srimati Radharani is pleased very much when we chant Krishna's name. So she
Mm.
says like this to Krishna. She's very eager. They both are very eager to hear. And whenever we are discussing about him, they are hearing us. And when any person he speculate about Krishna or Bhagavad-gītā, then also he is hearing and he's never pleased with those discussions. You only tell
Mm.
me if any person starts speaking, suppose I start speaking false things about you, that this Christine Mataji, she's so lazy. She wakes up around 10 a.m. in morning, and she is just wasting time. She always scroll social media, this that. So you will not like it, isn't it? You'll become angry. Why she's talking rubbish about me? So, same way, when any person is speculating, he is not repeating the instructions of Krishna. Or suppose you said something truth and I change your words. That that Christine
Mm.
Mataji, she was saying about you this, that. I change your words. Then also it will not be pleasing, right? So, same is
Mhm.
for Krishna. If any person he is changing the meaning of Bhagavad Gita, whatever Krishna told, then it's not pleasing to Krishna.
Mm.
And that's why he will feel no transformation in his life. And you won't believe many are such leaders who have thousands of followers who are falsely trusting that false leader. That, oh, our leader is teaching us Bhagavad Gita, he's telling us truth, but it's not true.
Mm.
It's simply misleading.
Mm.
And we are we are lucky that we are not amongst those followers.
Mm. I feel very lucky.
Me too.
Mm.
Okay. Now please move ahead.
The distinction between jiva and Ishvara will be explained in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā, which we're going to read in like 2028.
Don't worry. After this introduction, we'll try to cover one verse every day.
Okay, okay. The
It won't
Lord,
take too long, don't worry.
okay. The Lord is Kshetrajna.
Kshetragya.
Oh, say again.
Kshetragya.
Kshetragya.
Hmm.
Kshetragya. Conscious, as is the living body, a living being, but the living being is conscious of his particular body, whereas the Lord is conscious of all bodies. Because he lives in the heart of every living being, he is conscious of the psychic movements of the particular jīvas. We should not forget this. It is also explained that the Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is living in everyone's heart as Ishvara, as the controller, and that he is giving directions for the living entity to act as he desires. The living entity forgets what to do. First of all, he makes a determination to act in a certain way, and then he is entangled in the actions and reactions of his own karma. After giving up one type of body, he enters another type of body as we take off and put on clothes. As the soul thus migrates, he suffers the actions and reactions of his past activities. These activities can be changed when the living being is in the mode of goodness, insanity, and understands what sort of activities he should adopt. If he does so, then all the actions and reactions of his past activities can be changed. Consequently, karma is not eternal. Therefore, we stated that of the 5 items Ishvara, Jiva, Prakrti, time, and karma. 4 are eternal, whereas karma is not eternal.
Yes. So, few points. I have a question for you. It's mentioned here that Krishna, as Paramatma, he resides in every living being heart. Right? So, is he there in your heart?
Yes.
Okay. Is he there in in the heart of your mother?
Yes.
Is he there in the heart of a mosquito?
Yes.
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 Yes. So he is in the heart of every living being, despite in what body that particular living being is in. And he is sanctioning everyone's desires. You know, mosquito, he crave for blood. So Krishna is sanctioning this desire that, oh, you go to him and you can suck his blood because he is desiring like that. Same way, all the other living beings, just like lizards, they crave for mosquitoes or insects. So Krishna residing in lizard's heart as well, and he's sanctioning lizard's desire as well. And any person, if he is desiring to murder someone, then Krishna sanctioning that as well. Because see, we living entities, we are independent to desire, and it's completely depend on us how we are desiring. So we should be very much selective about our desires, because Krishna is sanctioning that desire. So whatever desire a living being is doing, that can be any desire, it's being sanctioned from eternal time. And you know the interesting part? Until any person he starts serving Krishna, Krishna sanctions all of his rubbish desires, the desires of that person. But as soon as he starts serving Krishna, then that Paramatma become activate in the heart, and he give knowledge to that person that how he may please Krishna, what activities he should do more to please Krishna. Otherwise, Krishna is quiet. From eternal time, he is not speaking, he is not saying anything to any person. But once a living being, he make use of his desire in the right way, that is serving Krishna. Then Krishna, he opens the tap of all knowledge. And he will give so many ideas to that particular jiva who has, from his will, who has decided that, oh, now I will serve Krishna, now I will chant Hare Krishna. So now Krishna, he start giving him idea of how he can progress more in his spiritual life. So, Krishna is quiet from eternal time. But as soon as any person, he, uh, you know, he desire, he make this right choice to serve Krishna, then everything will be good in his life now. So, once, I don't know if I told this to you before or not. Once, spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada said that if any one person becomes a pure devotee of Krishna and go back to him, then our whole movement, this Hare Krishna movement, will be successful. Now, what does that mean? It's very much difficult to convince even a one human being that you please make good use of your desire and you please serve Krishna. You will see people have so much aversion. They will not chant Hare Krishna. They will not even greet you with Hare Krishna. They have so much aversion. in their heart. And this is the impression of eternal time, the pastimes we have been doing from eternal time. Independently, we are trying to enjoy, you know, we are not caring about Krishna. So, this impression is so heavy that we have so much aversion in our hearts. People have so much aversion in their hearts that they will not serve Krishna. So it
Mm.
takes so many lifetimes to come to this path, and after that understand that, oh, is it really good for me? Do I really need to follow this path? It's like after so many lifetimes we get association of devotees. Prabhupada tells that we have been getting parents from eternal time. Parents in the body of a dog or cat, elephant, lion. We have been getting parents, right? In every body from eternal time. But we only get the association of devotees and a spiritual master. We have not been getting their association from eternal time. But now, if we get it, so we should utilize our time to, progress on this path nicely.
Mm.
It's very encouraging, isn't it?
Yes, very much.
So, yes, Krishna is so amazing. He's always quiet. He was always quiet from eternal time. But once any person decided that he will use his senses in service to Krishna, then he will be successful in his life now. He'll go back to Krishna very soon.
Mm.
And that's why, it is important. Devotees, what they do, they even indirectly they use other people's senses in service to Krishna. They will feed someone prasadam of Krishna, so they have used their
Mm.
tongue in eating the remnants of Krishna. So this way they have used their sense. Same way they will
Mm.
eat unconsciously, they will greet Hare Krishna or holy name of Krishna. Unconsciously they will hear holy name of Krishna. So devotees are always after this. They're always after using other people's senses in service to Krishna. So may
Mm.
in future he may get intelligence and he may start serving Krishna. And
Beautiful.
you will see, especially in Western countries, devotees, they go on roads and they dance and they do these kirtans, Hare Krishna kirtans. I don't know if you have seen any such videos or shorts.
Yes, yes, I need to send you some from Kansas City last weekend that my friends showed me.
Wow.
Oh, I'll show you right now. Yes. One of
Wow.
these pictures. This is one of my favorite pictures. Um, let's see. Oh, I hope you can. I may have to just send it to you. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, here
Yes,
we
yes,
go.
yes, 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 I can see. Yes, they are dancing.
Yes.
So like that, they make people dance. Even people are not understanding what they are singing, but then also they make people dance. And now in dancing, they have used their whole body in service to Krishna. So this is
In
magic.
all the videos in the pictures they sent me from last weekend, you can see the bystanders who are out shopping. They're coming by and they're forming a circle, just watching and participating, and they just look curious and
Yeah.
open. Like you can tell that they feel invited.
Yes, I've seen. I love such videos. I often see these videos. So people are curious, they participate, they dance,
Yes,
they enjoy. So it's nice.
yes. Because sometimes there are Christian preachers who preach on the streets and they're very angry, they're very hateful. Not all of them, but some of them, they do it just to incite the crowd and get lots of people angry and debating. And then you see the ISKCON people, and they're just loving and inviting, and it's like a breath of fresh air and a ray of sunshine, and you can tell people really feel the love, even if they don't understand what's going on, they feel the love.
True.
Mhm.
So, yes, you will see everyone is hankering after love. Even, if you talk with
Yes.
your enemy with love, with sweet words, his heart will also melt immediately because we are hungry for love. We are hankering for love. And
Mhm.
that can be found when any person become Krishna conscious, God conscious.
Mhm.
It's very beautiful.
Mhm.
So you will see whenever it's written here, when we dovetail our past, our activities towards Krishna, then these activities can be changed.
Mhm.
And also, when any person's sattva is increased, mode of goodness, then he become more aware.
Mhm.
You will also notice this, like I noticed this very much when I was not even sattvic. So I was following many things blindly with no purpose. I was not knowing the meaning that why am I doing this? I was doing many things aimlessly. But later I become little aware when I followed these sattvic workshops. And when you become Krishna conscious, you become fully aware that what you are doing, is it related to Krishna? This, that. So it's very amazing. That's why it's
Mhm.
become easy for people who are in mode of goodness to accept bhakti.
Mhm.
So see, this is very important light. If he does, then all the action and reactions of his past activities can be changed because karma is not eternal. Means karma is not fixed. Suppose, if no one can die, then he can never die, no matter what. Soul can never die. Same way, karma is not eternal, so our karmas can be changed. The
Mhm.
reactions and actions of our activities, even past activities, can be changed. And you won't believe it is said that when any person becomes devotee, so even if he has done anything sinful in his past, like in this life only, but in his past he did some sinful activities, but then also all those sinful activities nullify if he becomes devotee and he devote his life to Krishna. He no more has to suffer the reactions of those karmas because now he is
Mhm.
living a pure life.
Mhm.
So
Beautiful.
it's very important. So we should
Mhm.
never repent on whatever happened in past. It's okay, let it go. We should try to focus in our present and make our future brighter.
Mhm.
It's important because we can't change past. And
Mhm.
please understand that Krishna has already forgiven us. That's why we are here serving him, reading Bhagavad-gītā, chanting Hare Krishna. He has already forgiven us. That he has forgiven us and he has accepted us already. This
Beautiful.
is so amazing, right?
Yes.
He has already accepted us.
Yes. Beautiful.
So there's no scope of being upset and lamenting.
Mm.
Okay, so we covered lot a lot today.
Yes. Yes.
And don't worry, it will not take too long. 2028. No, 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 no. Don't worry.
These sessions are really, truly the highlight of my day. I really love meeting you every day and reading Bhagavad Gita.
Same here. I look forward for these sessions every day. So
Mm.
it's really nice. Okay, Mataji, now we'll stop here. If you have any realizations or questions, please go ahead and ask.
Mm. Just a lot for me to digest. I'll message you if I come up with specific questions.
Yes. Were you able to read that pastime of Lord Chaitanya dancing
I
animals?
haven't yet. No.
Oh, it's
But at
okay.
nighttime, I've been rereading. Bhagavad-gītā
It's
before
okay.
bed.
But you might have liked those photos, right? Where animals are dancing, Lord Chaitanya is singing. And I noticed that the lion and deer were kissing each other, not only hugging. That was so amazing.
Adorable, yeah.
Yes. This is the process of bhakti yoga. No scope of envy. Even enemies become friends. I always remember those people to whom I was assuming my enemy, or they are not my well wisher, this, that. I remember their names and I try to reach out to them so that I may share this wisdom with them also.
Mm.
You will
And
see.
they responded?
Yeah, some came and they were not interested. It was too much for them. Some said that, this, okay, this is nice, bhakti and all is nice, but we'll do it in old age. This is not the time, right time. But it's very false. Old age is the time when our senses does not respond nicely. Any old
Mm.
person, he do not see nicely, he cannot hear nicely, he does not have teeth. So old age is really not a good time. People say that we'll do devotional practices in old age, but no, it's not true.
Mm.
Our capacity of grabbing this knowledge is during young age. You can see, any person who is old, if you'll try to teach him, he will not understand, because
Mm.
he has spent his whole life in gratifying his senses, and this wisdom is not frivolous. Any person, if
Mm.
he control his senses, do some austerity, only then he can understand this wisdom.
Mm.
So people cannot understand this. Anyways, there are a lot more things to say about it, but we will end here now. And thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.